The home of the common Joe and the common Sally in the know, even more so than all those media talking heads. To paraphrase the great Dusty Rhodes from professional wrestling, somebody say something about you can't recruit to Oklahoma. Somebody is looking awfully stupid right about now, and I think we know who that somebody is. You know, Tebow, the bitch out west, a.k.a. Linky Boy, a.k.a. Lincoln Riley of those USC Skittle shitters. And in the face of just recent comments from the one they call Colin Coward or Cal Turd, whichever one you prefer, Oklahoma continues to sign top-level talent as they've now signed a generational type player according to most experts, and David Stone, defensive lineman out of Oklahoma. Also, we'll talk about how the USC Skittle Shitters defense once again shat the bed. And we may even touch on the whole Stanford Cal thing to the ACC. Let's talk about it. Straight to the top, it's Oklahoma recruiting. Dun, dun, dun. The still from Eye of the Tiger, sung by Survivor, and from the Rocky theme song. Seems like Oklahoma's rising in recruiting once again. But before we get to all that, here comes the Outlaw Posse. They're now in effect. This is the Outlaw of College Football, and today's four horsemen shout-outs go to Dakota Green, Richard Burton, Chicken 1515, and Rick Birdwell are mounted up and saddled up and ready to go. They got their badge. They've been deputized, and they're going to help me with today's college football invasion. If you want your badge and you want to be deputized and get your random four horseman shout out, as well as other perks that are coming down the road, I promise. All it is $2.99 a month, 75 cents a week. It's a little join button next to the subscribe button. Hit that, and you'll get deputized. You'll get your badge, and you'll be a part of the Outlaw Posse. Now, getting right to it here. Oh, and I can be reached on Twitter at OCF Productions. Now, seems like old Colin Coward's got a little bit of egg on his face. It can tell that this was a whole desperation move by Colin. He sees Oklahoma as them, being a failure reinforces what he says and how he feels and his love and passion for the USC Skittle Shitters and old Linky Boy. Because if Oklahoma fails, then it makes Lincoln Riley's asinine comment that he made about not being able to recruit to Oklahoma factual. But that's completely backfired. Because they beat him out for a top-notch running back a few weeks back, and now they beat everybody out for the services of one David Stone, a defensive lineman, five-star defensive lineman out of Oklahoma, 6'4", 270 pounds, that is being called by most as a generational type talent that could really help turn the corner for Oklahoma going forward. Now, I got a few notes here about this. 247 Sports has him rated as a 99.6, which is higher than most legendary former Oklahoma defensive linemen outside of Tommy Harris, who he was tied with. Makes him higher than Gerald McCoy and many other legendary players. So ESPN also ranks him number 10 overall and the number 1 overall defensive lineman. He said the reason why he came to Oklahoma was the energy, passion, and heart that he felt from Todd Bates, the genuine nature of the Oklahoma coaching staff. And you keep hearing that word over and over again, class. Genuine. Genuine. You can come across as, man, I'm all about you and I love you and we're going to really make sure that you have all that you need to further yourself in life. You can make all those nice little coach speeches, and I'm sure Linky Boy and numerous other coaches out there do it, but it just don't come across as genuine. And I hate to keep inserting USC and all this, but they keep inserting themselves by putting their mouth on Oklahoma and talking shit about them through their mouthpiece, calling coward or cow turd or whatever y'all want to call him. Been getting a lot of people requesting I call him a cow turd, so there you go. Venables was asked about David Stone, and he said that the reason why he liked David Stone from the attributes that he saw in evaluating David, he was a very selfless player, was team first, and had a genuine love for his teammates. Genuine. There it is again. That's what a lot of you other programs out there need to practice. Yes, I know. Oklahoma was 6-7 last year. Nick Saban was 7-6 his first year. He was also 7-6, I think, or 6-6 his first year at Michigan State. So these coaches, these great coaches, normally a lot of them start out very subpar. Even the great Bear Bryant back in the day with Alabama in his first year, he was 5-1. Further back in that, at Texas A&M, he was 1-10. So sometimes, starting out 11-2 and being the second place team in the Cotton Bowl, sometimes a short-term success like that does not lead to long-term success, as we saw last night, as the USC defense basically, well, they look like they really improved. Give up 28 points to San Jose State. These wasn't garbage touchdowns either, so let's not be saying that. It was 21-14 at halftime. USC punted the ball with 25 seconds left and give up a touchdown to San Jose State. Y'all think about that going forward. But, yeah, that was the next thing I wanted to get to, and I just got to it. You USC people, y'all come in here and y'all try to say that I'm biased towards Oklahoma and that I'm just being unfair to you guys. But y'all keep doing stuff that requires that I be honest with you. And honestly speaking, giving up 28 points to San Jose State, that's not going to get it. And if y'all keep coming in here and taking up for it, then you just make yourself look like a big old fake. I mean, you're basically being a homer at that point. So, if you want me to take you seriously, in your opinion seriously, then you need to come to grips with the fact that Alex Grinch may not be the answer. Now, granted, it was just the first game of the year, but still, it was San Jose State. Y'all probably should have not given up more than 14 points to them. Y'all give up 14 in just the first half. So, USC defense, once again, has shit to bed. And the last thing I'm going to talk about today is something I touched on last night as well. Stanford and California are continually being pushed upon the Big 12. I saw today my buddy Cuz, he done a podcast on that. But I don't think that Stanford Cal are as big a name as the Monty show is trying to push on us. And as my boy Tim Gillespie said, I think that Monty has a little bit of spastic liberalism in him, and that they want Stanford and Cal, ESPN does, in a big league because they have ties to them through some of their woke agendas. And if that is the case, and I do think it is the case, it's just an opinion of mine, and I think the Big 12 needs to stay as far away as they can from Stanford and California. Now, if you want to go out west and take a few teams, take some that are genuine and really want to come in and be a team player for the conference. Oregon State and Washington State. Maybe they don't have as big a name as Stanford and Cal, but they're not coming in with some pompous attitude and thinking that they're going to backdoor themselves into being more powerful than they really are. But that's all I got to say about that today. Y'all drop in the comment section. Tell me what you think about the big David Stone get for Oklahoma. Once again, Oklahoma continues to rise in recruiting and continues to prove the critics wrong. Also, there's a little heart down here. If you want to give a one-time donation, just hit that heart. Throw a few dollars in the coffers. I also have a cash app that I'll put in the description of this video. If you want to cut out the middleman, it's $JPC 316. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Oh, yeah. The Posse. The Outlaw Posse. If you want to join that Outlaw Posse, as I said earlier, it's not but $2.99 a month. 75 cents a week. Hit the join button next to the subscribe button, and you'll be deputized and have your badge. And with that, I'm out of here. KMCA. all the other teams. Class is now officially dismissed.